the legendary Winged Dragon of Ra. Make sure you guys smash the living crap outside of that, subscribe button, but me click inside of it so you guys don't miss out on more awesome content. All right, so Michael Loveless has been sending me Winged Dragon of Ra video after Winged Dragon of Ra video after Winged Dragon of Ra video. And I figured, you know what? Well, let's have some fun with this. There's a couple different lists here, but we'll talk about the primary one from the first video here because it's kind of interesting. So we're going to go ahead and get Mulcharm. I cry every time. We're going to go ahead and see a Carol, and then we're going to go ahead and Imperm here because why not, right? Go ahead and try to shut off one interaction. We'll go ahead and see the Tuck back here to special summon out Raise Moon. We're going to go ahead and slam down Songs of the Dommies. We're going to go ahead and Nash that. Just inconvenience me harder, why don't you? They got a Sword of the Sacred Stars here, which pivots them into it. An attempt for another summon. And we have another Dominus to try to keep cutting them off, which is just hilarious because, we have the Sphere Mode in our hand. So, we've done every funny card that we can. So we're going to go ahead and activate the Sun God, mill down the Winged Dragon of Ra. We're going to see the chaining here. All right, go ahead and pitch the funny card because they want to be able to get some net value off of this. We go ahead and we get the Hell Poemer pulled into rotation here. They do get a special here, which goes ahead and sends back our Ra card. We're going to go ahead and send our card to special summon Hell Poemer. Hell Poemer will get our search here, which is actually pretty good now. And of course, they get to just rotate into another draw card here. Thank you, man. I absolutely love this. So we'll go ahead and extend down Makiora. We'll go ahead and get up the Wicked God Slime Protector, all right, which just turns into another free search here. Free special, free search. They will get a, draw off of this, which turns out to be another extender, which we'll just get to keep going here because, it's just how this deck works. We're going to go ahead and make a Cross Sheep here, which is an interesting place. We're going to go ahead and activate the Mortal Sun God, which revives the Winged Dragon of Ra and warps it into its new crazy form, which is really interesting, honestly, because we could have made a Lava Golem here and then just, attacked over the last one, but we're just going to go battle phase, attack over, trigger, pay 7,999, deal the damage. And then now we'll go ahead and make the Lava Golem. Keep in mind the opponents have 501 life points. So they're just going to end up losing the game to this Lava Golem here, which Hell Poemer gets to add back. And then we're going to go ahead and see Makiora add back. They're getting all this draw power here, which is hilarious. Hey, look. They're going to kick our Winged Dragon of Ra, but they do draw. They do get a special here, and they do kick our Cross Sheep out. But standby phase, Lava Golem ends up winning us the game. Beautiful, beautiful. We'll talk about this list here in a second. A couple of other little adventures here. This was against the Xenovader deck, or the, Tri-Realm, as most of you know this by. See, we've got the Sphere Mode in here. So we're going to go ahead and watch this deck, kind of just start off. We're going to go ahead and Small World bridge the gap, because, being able just to bridge, get our free search, get a banish off. All right, pretty good stuff. Go ahead and get the starting combo banishing here. Get a couple banished. We'll go ahead and trigger our ability, which go ahead and just keep on going here. Get the big guy pulled out, which is going to go ahead and mill another 7 off of the deck. All right. Puts us at 16. Now we can go Field Spell, add back the level 1, which we can just go ahead and pass turn here, which I guess, I feel like we could have done more there. I'm going to go ahead and toss out our entire extra deck here, which, I guess. We'll go ahead and Ancient Chant to add a Winged Dragon of Ra. We're just going to do this the old-fashioned way. Hell Poemer, send the Ra. Go ahead and Hell Poemer. Add up the dump for the Egyptian God, which is actually not bad here. They're going to go ahead and trigger their big guy effect to negate, which go ahead and shuffle that back. We'll go ahead and dump down a Winged Dragon of Ra. We'll go ahead and get the search for the Makiora here, which is actually not bad. Makiora will go ahead and get the trigger to get up the Immortal Phoenix, which does just turn into a free Monster Reborn, I guess. Which gets the Winged Dragon of Ra on the field. We can go ahead and pay 1,000. Go ahead and blow through something. Ra, pay another 1,000. Bring down the Almighty on the opponent. We will lose our Ra here, but, it's not like the worst. Immortal Phoenix does get to come out, which gets to do the funny, just to toggle into the Sphere Mode. And then we do get our extra deck back here. And we have a Sphere Mode layered on the field. So, It's fine. We will see a Go-Go Gallant here. We'll go ahead and see a Spark coming down here. They will go ahead and, I guess, just go ahead and rotate from the hand, which goes ahead and gets the Alien on the field anyway. So conveniently annoying. Now they get another rotation here, and we're still holding on a Spark and an Impulse. Well, this is dead. But we do get the cutoff there. The problem is, this guy is going to go 9,000 miles here, just to getting back advantage and continuing to extend. See, we've also got the draw power here. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and Spark, bounce that. Alright, we'll go ahead and activate the Sun God to add up the Broken card. Time to go ahead and just win the game. Winged Dragon Ra rotate into the big guy. We get a free Immortal Phoenix back off of this, which I do see a special summon here on this, which is fine. I love that this just floats. It's actually pretty good. And then we go ahead and see the extension here. We go ahead and see Sheol coming down. Alright. Hey man, you can get as much advantage as you want. You got a Towers monster to deal with. I don't know if you're going to necessarily get around to doing that. Especially considering, you know, just a Sphere mode coming down here. Pay 1,000. Go ahead and cook that. Battle Phase 4K. Go ahead and attack directly. Pay 4,999. And we get 65.99. Alright, cool. Now, this was against some more back row. I think this was the earliest one I got sent. This is a lot of back row to deal with, especially against Dynamorphia. Like, this is not a lot of cards that I personally want to be seeing here. So we'll go ahead and see an Imperm coming on down, trying to clip the wings on the Dynamorphia, which is not a bad place. I mean, we just have to deal with a lot of back row here. All right, look, Dominus cards doing their job. Ancient Chant, we're going to go ahead and see the paying of the life points. We'll go ahead and get the reveal. Here comes the Kaito Patara getting cooked out. We'll go ahead and add the Winged Dragon around. Sure. Free add, all we good. We'll go ahead and see paying to... We're going to go ahead and chain the Dominus here to go ahead and try to negate that. If they had actually something there, it could have been really, really bad for us, which could have been crazy important. Go ahead and Lava Golem up here. We're going to go ahead and pay 1,000. We're going to go ahead and Impulse cut that off. Because we want this Lava Golem to end the game, right? Like, that's the goal of this. Because if not, they're going to have to burn some light point effects. And, you know, they just take the 1,000. Yeah, I mean, like, Lava Golem does exactly what Lava Golem needs to do. Now, like I said, we were going to look at the funny list here. So, truthfully, looking at this concoction that they've come up with, I don't hate the idea of using the Dominus cards in a way to, you know, help you out. Because you're navigating... you know, light and dark locks. Like, effectively, this is going to say you can't activate light, earth, and wind, which is fine. Spark says earth, water, fire, and wind. All right. All of your guys that you care about are dark and divine. This is one of the few times that actually having the divine attribute actually pays off in, you know, dividends, actually, which I think is hilarious in terms of, you know, playability. Now, it's not going to be a good way to build a good Winged Dragon Ra deck. I'll be honest with you. You got to build in some bricks, you know, kind of going to have to make some concessions on, you know, how many Winged Dragon Ras do you initially want to try to play. But I do think that there is something to be had with this. The only other thing is, you know, Sun God leading down into the darkness. At least it can mill down the Immortal Phoenix. Like, that is, I think, by far one of the best payoffs that we're kind of getting with this idea. You know, if I can build in, you know, little things like this, and it's just whenever the Winged Dragon Ra sent from the field to the graveyard, you get to bring this off of just the Link summon, or the rotation of the secondary monster, which is kind of interesting. The extra deck obviously needs some work. He's got 7 whole cards in here of things that are just in here as placeholders. Like, and the fact that, like, Raw doesn't necessarily really care about the extra deck so much. It's just little circumventing, navigating things to just make the deck feel a little bit better in terms of things. But you guys know you're about to get some Winged Dragon Ra content out of me besides this, because I'm actually kind of in love with this deck. Like, this Ra is so fucking cool. Please leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think, and I will see your beautiful faces back here later on in the day, guys. Peace out. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.